Do not wait for the unicorn spec before you buy your car. What's up, guys? So I want to talk to you about waiting to find the perfect spec for your car to buy. With the G30, I've said it in a couple other videos. The two options that I wanted 100% was adaptive cruise control and the M package. Those were the two necessary options that I had to have. And the adaptive cruise control is a non-negotiable. I live in downtown, or I don't live in downtown LA, thank God. I'm not a huge downtown LA fucking fan at all. I live in Los Angeles and my commute is 30 miles and I'm on the freeways the whole time and it's just bumper to bumper. It's literally 70% bumper to bumper traffic. Which is funny because whenever I talk about my gas mileage being good on a stage 1 with the B58 at 18 miles per gallon, people are like, oh, my M550 gets 21 miles per gallon. It fucking won't in the traffic I'm in. No way. You're getting 13, bro. You're getting 12 to 13. Anyway, I digress. So those two options were super important to me. And I didn't really care about anything else. I didn't want the espresso Nappa interior. That was kind of like a no-go for me, but I was pretty open to what the car build was. And that's what this video's kind of all about. I'm speaking straight with G30s. So in the G30 market, there's a lot of used cars for sale, which is great. And that's why I think it's such a great value, because there's a lot to choose from and it's not a super sought after model with the B58 versus any other BMW. But what you're gonna have to do if you're looking for one is you're gonna kind of have to pick the two, in my opinion, the two main things that you have to have. So in my case, like I said, M package, adaptive cruise. What are your two things? Is it color? Is it M package and I need to have this color combination, or seats? I think if you go above those, if you go above 2 and you hit 3, that's when you're gonna have a really fucking hard time finding a car. And it just means you're gonna have to wait a long time. So let me give you an example. And I mentioned this before, but just in case you haven't watched any of my shit yet. I have the sport seats. I would have loved the multi-contour seats. So off the bat, M Sport and Adaptive Cruise already made it tough. That limits your numbers right away. There's plenty of M Sports out there, but that combo with the Adaptive Cruise, I felt like it chopped it by honestly 60 to 70% in terms of availability. In fact, when I got this car, this was, I believe, one of 2 nationwide at the time on multiple platforms, Edmunds, Car Gurus, that I could find. And it just so happened to be fucking an hour and a half away from my house, so I was stoked. But anyway, I would have loved the multi-contour seats. I would have loved those seats, because the M Sport seats, like you guys may know, I had an issue with them, had to modify them. Forget it. Once I added the multi-contour seats with adaptive cruise control and the M Sport package, that fucks it up even more, because it's even more of a limited build people would do for whatever reason. And on top of that, for me, I wouldn't want the multi-contour seats with ventilation and massage, because they're not comfortable. The seat bottom on those with all that shit inside are so stiff, man. They're firm and it sucks. It kind of kills the whole vibe for me personally. I sat in a couple and I'm like, what the fuck? This is the primo seat, and the massage was whatever and the ventilation sucked. It wasn't even worth it. So again, you see what's happening. Now I'm limiting it to such a narrow window. It's becoming a unicorn spec. It truly is. And of course I wanted Nappa. I wanted to get the Nappa leather and the leather dash. Here's my hole for options. I'm going from this, here's the whole pool of cars. Okay, cool, let me get a fucking grain of rice through that thing maybe. And all that means is, can you find all the stuff you want in your hopes and dreams? Yeah, sure, you totally can. But you might be looking for a fucking year. And I didn't want to. I wanted to trade my C43 in. I was fucking over that car, sick of it. And it was also high in miles, and it was about to hit 100,000 miles. I needed to get rid of it before it hit 100K, because that shifts the value and it's a whole different conversation and blah, blah, blah. So I found this one, and luckily it all matched up. If I was picky about color, I didn't really necessarily want a black car, to be honest with you guys. I love black cars, but they're more of a pain in the ass to deal with. Like my C43 was, it was called Brilliant Blue Metallic, which I fucking loved. It looked gorgeous. Beautiful car, beautiful build. And it looked clean. It stayed clean for longer. Black obviously shows everything. But once you start limiting, or once you start getting into your, you know, the specs you want, you'll see your options dwindle. And when you see that happening, you know, like, okay, cool, I need to fucking start checking myself and being open to things. So look, you guys will be able to buy, you're gonna find the car. If you're looking right now and you're watching my videos and you're just like, dude, I can't wait to get one. I totally feel that. I couldn't either. I was ready to go, and I got really lucky. Again, I'm gonna say it when I found this. What I don't want you guys to do is rush into a car that's not the right one for you, because that's the worst feeling. Because you know what happens when you do that? You start wanting to change things right away. Like you start going down this mod rabbit hole, and you end up spending so much money because you're chasing something. You're chasing something, and like you're not gonna get it, dude. Like you fucked up when you chose the car in the, like, let's say you get a car without the M package, right? Okay, cool, I'll just get bumpers. It's not gonna stop there. It's gonna be bumpers, it's gonna be steering wheel. Then you're gonna wanna lower it because the ride height is higher. And then you're like, shit, you know what? Actually, it's pretty floaty. I wanna change the suspension. Dude, you're in the hole now. 4 grand, maybe 5 grand. It's like, when you could have just spent maybe the same money on what you paid for your car that you bought, that's wrong for you, because you didn't, and by waiting, you know? So, it's kind of like that weird back and forth you're gonna have with yourself. The main thing I wanted to say in this video though is just don't wait for the unicorn spec. You know, unless you don't need the car and it's not a daily and you just want to get a G30 as like another car in your fleet, then yeah, by all means wait. But if you're on the hunt for one, select those 2 non-negotiables and go from there. You know? And you're gonna find it, guys. I believe in you. And just don't rush into the wrong one. Please don't rush into the wrong one. Anyway, that's about it. I hope you found some value in this. Hope you enjoyed riding along and fucking traffic with me as I'm on my way to the office. And until next time, have a good one.